The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Get to know me.
Very good evening and welcome to the Love Talk Show, where you can learn intelligent love. Usually is my wife. She is just a bit under the weather, but she is watching us now. Right here on the chat, my love. I know you're watching us in the Get to Know Me program. And tonight's going to be very special. We're going to speak about the fourth trait of a good character. We are going to speak about it. And also, I want to show to you a result. Because this couple of weeks that we have now, speaking about the app, I have seen the numbers of people getting interested to download the app, start getting to know someone, speaking with someone has increased. And if you have any difficulty about to connect with the app or any problem with the app, you can just email love@uckg.org and we are going to reply you with an answer, okay? We are going now to watch one testimony. Someone who, connected, believed in this app, believe in God above all, but believe also in this app, and they found their other half. We are going to be, in few minutes, I'm going to show you a street interview as well in just few minutes. But first, let's watch together this story.
Looking for someone who shares your values and faith? The I Want to Know You app is here to help you find that special someone. It's an app where singles can connect, strengthen their bond with God, and build meaningful relationships. Faith-based matching. Meet people who share your beliefs and life goals. Safe and secure. Your privacy is our top priority with a community built on trust. Genuine connections. Engage in meaningful interactions with singles seeking lasting relationships. Download now. Join a community of like-minded individuals looking to build genuine, enduring connections. Take that first step towards meeting someone special today. Start your journey now. Download the I Want to Know You app and explore the possibilities.
My name is Ariana and I am 32 years old. I am from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and before coming to the Love Therapy, I used to be completely moved by my feelings. I constantly sought to please other people. I always thought about other people, and as a result, I frequently ended up putting myself aside. At the Love Therapy meetings, I first learned that this behavior was not good for me. It was very harmful. From that point on, I began to heal internally. I started rebuilding myself and became a woman who is completely different from before.
My name is Adão and I am 32 years old. I am from Bahia, but I've lived in Campinas for almost 15 years. At first, I thought that I was well resolved in my love life and didn't give this area much attention. That was until I had to. I faced problems in my love life, and since I had set no foundations in place, it shook me tremendously. The Love Therapy helped me to change all my unsolved issues by making me see that, firstly, I had to take very good care of my inner self. I had to solve all my past problems. And only then would I be able to seek new horizons in my love life.
When I was already healed on the inside and well resolved within myself, I was introduced to the I Want to Know You app.
At first, I was a bit reluctant because it is new, and every time we come across something new, We get a bit wary, so to speak.
That was until one day when I saw Adal's picture and that we were compatible in age, and I went on his profile. I analyzed it and saw that in everything that he had put there, we had many things in common. Interest, objectives, and values. We talked a lot, and after talking for some time, we came to the conclusion that we had to meet in person.
I went to Sao Paulo, where she lives. We agreed to meet at the Temple of Solomon. First date was a bit complicated. We were a little shy with one another, but from then on, things began to flow naturally.
We concluded that we were ready to take it a step further and commit to dating.
We have been doing exactly what we were taught, which is to get to know one another more every day.
In our relationship, I see us really practicing everything that we have learned. This has been extremely important so that we may know where we want to go.
Especially since, due to where she and I live, it would almost be impossible, the probability would be minimal, for us to meet even once in our lives. The app allowed that to happen.
Get to know me.
Very nice. When we see a story like that, they gave it a chance, they tried it, and it worked. You can do that as well. He is what you need to do. Maybe you are wondering, say, look, Pastor, what should I do that I can be, part of this app? This app is for everyone? No. Anyone can be part of this app? No. You have few criteria that you need to follow, as such as, look there on the screen now. First, you need to be baptized in the water. You must be a member of the Universal Church. You have been, or you must be a student of the Love Therapy for the last 3 months. You are emotionally healed and ready for a relationship. And you are approving an interview with your pastor. So those criteria are so important that not everyone or someone perhaps with a wrong intention just gets into this app. You want to download the app if you fit those criteria. We have people here more connected. I believe that is my wife. Good evening, everyone. I was not logging. I think it's her because it's anonymous here. She was a little bit difficult to connect it. But I was connected, I think. That's my wife. We have also Bibi that comments here. I'm going to show now to you a street interview. And after that, we're going to speak about the traits. This street interview, it's very interesting. So watch this street interview and be ready for the traits. But before, do you remember what traits we spoke about last week? Do you remember? What was the first one? The first one, you can write here on the chat if you want. The first one, what it was. If you don't remember, because of course I have to wait just a bit for the time here for them to write on the chat. But I believe it's easy to remember the first one. Yeah, my wife said, it's me. Yeah, I know. There's just a little bit delay when you write something on the chat. So the first trait was joy. The second one, what was the second one? Do you remember the second one? The second one was, let's see if you remember. Display the idea. Let's see. Giving attention. The number 3 was, let's see, self-control. Samantha wrote joy. Yes, you're right. Because there is just a little bit, a delay. Yeah, but that's it. Self-control. The fourth one, not yet, just after the street interview. I'll be right back.
The word on the street.
Do you agree that opposites attract?
Unfortunately, yes. Opposite attracts, but that might not be what you need. Sometimes you need someone that's on your you're the same but different. Their life experiences are slightly different to yours, so together you can learn from each other. Whereas opposites, you'll spend most of the time just overcoming your differences before you may realize if you're compatible in the first place.
Not necessarily. Sometimes opposites, if they're entrenched in position and they don't have empathy for other points of view, antagonize rather than attract.
Sometimes, but I think it depends on where you can meet the compromise in the middle. I think when somebody's got a boundary and someone else has got a need, then you need to communicate about where you meet in the middle about that.
Do you think that cultural differences can affect a relationship?
Yeah, I think so. I think if you have different expectations about what a relationship might look like or about how you live your life, then that might cause a conflict, or it might cause a really nice way to communicate and find somewhere in the middle.
I believe cultural differences, definitely, religious differences, all of it. Everything that you come across where you're different will put a strain in a relationship. The more different you are, the bigger the strain. Sometimes even when you overcome all that, then you find out that actually the person that I'm with may not be who I want to be with.
Yes, because cultural differences inform how you see the world, how you experience social situations, your kind of, what your values and beliefs are.
What advice would you give to someone who's in a relationship? They've had a lot of cultural differences, but they're trying to make it work. What advice would you give to them?
Put yourself in the other person's position, see the world as they see it, try and understand why they feel the way they feel, seek to discuss differences and understand the root causes of them, what underpins those differences, what kind of core beliefs inform them.
My biggest one would be make sure that in terms of your culture, the key factors are the same. So family, friends, relationships with parents, how you want your kids to be raised if you do want kids. And if it's cultural and religious, decide way before you even get into the point where you're falling in love or anything like that, how you want your kids to be raised in terms of religion. You may also have to accept that later on down the line, minds will change, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't communicate.
The word on the street.
People very often, they have these different opinions. First, they believe the opposite, they attracted to each other, and also the culture and religious differences would cause a lot of conflicts within a relationship. But maybe you're asking, why, Pastor, you just put this street interview in this night? So what is the catch? That's what people, they say in English. What is the catch? Just because I want to know if you can guess by the street interview, what would be the fourth trait of a good character in a relationship? Can you guess what it is? If you can write here on the chat. Because you see people, they agree to disagree. They say, look, like the man said there, the young man said there, I said, they have to check things way before, but after he said, but opinions change afterwards. So what is it? You have to do before or you have to do after? So people, they have different opinions about everything. But the thing is, what really matters? What really matters? Think about it. What really matters? Are you ready for me to review to you the fourth trait or traits of a good character? Are you? Someone wrote here, understanding. I think it's Tumisi from Hackney. Bibi wrote from Wood Green, communication. Sunless wrote patience. Lorraine Buring, patience. Evelyn, understanding. Are you sure is one of those? Let's review it. Yeah. Put that on the screen. It's kindness. Look, willing to provide the basic needs for those in need without expecting a reward. That is very, very nice. If you think of it, say, Pastor, kindness, to be kind, just a gesture of kindness can turn a bad situation into something good. When you are kind, you can avoid conflicts. When you are kind, you can understand. Some people, Evelyn wrote, understanding or patience. When you are kind, you understand that the person is different. When you are kind, you are someone that people, they want to be around you. And not necessarily you need to be in a relationship. Maybe you are watching me now, you say, Pastor, look, I don't have someone just yet. I have been, seeking the love therapy. I come, I attend the love therapy. I'm from outside London. Perhaps you are watching us there from the church. You watch the love therapy seminar from the church. But how can I apply this to my character? Start being kind with people around you. For instance, if you live with your parents, are you kind with your parents? If you're still studying, are you kind with your colleagues at school? What about your workplace? When you deal with your colleagues there, sometimes even with competitors, are you kind to your colleagues, your competitors? When you come to the church, are you kind with people around you in the church? When you speak to them, your gesture, what do you do? Are you kind? Because if the answer for you is that, look, I'm not quiet, because you need, because understand this, these fruits or these trees is fruits of the Holy Spirit. That's why God has brought this campaign of the River Jordan. As you saw in this evening, the prayer that was done on the altar, the message that Bishop, guided by the Holy Spirit, delivered to us. That's exactly what God, He wants to do in your life. So apply kindness. If you apply kindness, you'll be able to deal with so many situations that you never thought that you are capable to deal with. With kindness, you can avoid many conflicts. Sometimes are unavoidable because the other person is going to try to push you into the limit. But if you're kind, you can always get yourself out of it. Sometimes without evil words, just by smiling. With a nice smile, you can change an angry face. Sometimes they're at home, because couples usually, they argue for small things, very little things, and just a little bit of kindness. Saying, look, did you place this there? Even if you didn't, say, I didn't, but I can go there and collect for you. Small gestures of kindness, you will be able to have a great character and relationship. What do you think? Right here on the chat. Are you applying kindness? Maybe you are kind, but you have not applying that in your day-to-day life. If you are not, start applying that from today. Be kind. Be kind to each other. Be kind to everyone. Even if the other person is not kind to you, be kind yourself. Okay? And thinking about that, let me tell you this. We have this very special Lord's Supper this Sunday, because today's Friday. Our week is almost come to an end. But we have tomorrow, as you saw Bishop speaking, Be Inspired. We have the Gollywood Self-Help Meeting with all the women at 3 p.m. But all the men will be out there. It's going to be, as Pastor Richard says, the best fundraising campaign tomorrow. The man is going to break through in all the places. But Sunday we have the Lord's Supper. Sunday is going to be very, very special. It's the Son of the Beloved Son. So don't miss those opportunities, because I'm sure that God will change your life. Okay? Our program is coming close to an end now. But don't forget about our schedule next week. We remember that we have Learn to Love on Monday, Q&A on Tuesday, the Love Story with the Hot Seat on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have our program, I believe you like, What Have You Learned? Talk to us. And today, the program Get to Know Me. Be connected with us, because I'm sure that God will bless your life. I'll leave you a message from Bishop Miguel from yesterday, and I will see you, all of you together, or here in the church if you're from Facebook Park, or in our program Monday Live with my wife. God bless you. Bye-bye.
When we start paying attention on our love life, and we decided, okay, I want to be happy with you, I want to live in God's way in the Garden of Eden, we had no idea what we would face in life and how important this choice would be. For I was thinking about one day, Miguel, when the conflict starts there where we live in Middle East, things were getting really bad, really hard. And
the news were, you need to store food. There may not be electricity. So it was panicking. People were going around crazy.
And there was this advice to prepare yourself in case you need to go somewhere else. So
nuclear bombs.
I had to make a small, to get a small luggage to prepare a few things in case suddenly we had to go to another city somewhere else. And when I stopped to prepare that luggage, that small one, and then I thought, what is important for me? What is a matter of survival for me to place in here? Because it's small. I cannot take everything that I want. So a few pieces of clothes, passport, telephone charger, things like this.
And quick food.
And then I realized that what is important, we don't need many things as we think it is important. In times of war, in times of conflicts, you don't have time to think if your jacket is matching with your boots. You have no time to think, oh, but what if I want to have a coffee on the way? How is it going to be? No, it's a matter of survival. And many people inside the church, even though they listened about love life, they listened about how important it is, they have not understood yet that whether you like it or not, you are in a war about this matter. Because in one side, there is God trying to give you a testimony, to change your past, to bring the right person to your life, to help you to have a family. In other hands, there is a war for this not to happen. A war with voice that tells you, no, but if you don't find someone from God, it's okay. At least he's very nice. He treats you well. So
he buys you gifts.
So in times of war, where you have to learn what is important to fight for, you don't waste your time. And maybe how many of you, God even gave you the opportunity to start getting to know someone, but because we're not focused on what is important, you lost this opportunity. You let it go. Just because maybe he doesn't like pizza, just like you like so much.
Yep.
Maybe just because she's not from the kind of beauty that would like to. So learn to fight the right battles. Learn to focus on what is important, for you not to waste your time, for you not to waste the blessing of God of your life, because in times of war, that's what we learn. We learn to focus on what is important.